This is the Battle of South Mountain. So 10 economy, 7 training, 7 army organization, 4 logistics, 4 recon. Okay, so we're going to bring Bobby Woods, one of our starting generals. Yeah, efficiency of 21. We have 13,000 men, $300,000. General McClellan, we're going to leave him as a division commander. These are 4 good commanders for 1st Corps. So I have siege guns, 10 Whitworth, 2 full batteries of 20p, James. I'm going to bring 2 batteries of 24H, bunch of infantry with Lorenzes. I think that's 10 infantry total. 10 infantry. Yeah, there's the 2nd battery of 24H. He's already been perked for the 3rd perk. He just doesn't have it yet. 2 rifle cav. A couple of 3-inch batteries. One Napoleon, I think. And then 2 skirmisher units. This is a tough battle. He has a good army here. So one of my skirmishers is perked just for scouting. $52, $50, $37. He's going to go up in army size after this quite a bit. So he has 21,092 guns. I have 26,116 guns. But he has a really, really good army. And what makes an army good in the JMP mod is the number of perks that the enemy has. You know, normally I place my artillery on the middle road that you can see right now. This time I didn't. And that was a mistake because he has a bunch of artillery on the right side of the map. And it would have been better if I'd done what I always do, which is put them on the main road. Yeah, I have to reorganize my army after this initial phase because my guns are in the wrong place. So the plan was to have all my long-range guns on the left, and then we go up the left side of the map and come over toward the objective. There's a road on the left side, and my guns would just stay on the left side of the woods, go around the woods, and come up to the objective, and then be stacked up on the objective. Made perfect sense when I was thinking about it in my head. But it doesn't work that way because I end up seeing a whole bunch of his artillery on the right side of the map to the north, and so I end up moving my long-range guns to the north. So if I'd started further north, you know, the big road in the middle of the map, I'd have been better off. And I would have also gotten a lot more shots on his artillery. So I know he has a detached skirmisher, or not, he has a sniper that I can't see in here. And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's the JMP mod. It's not the size of the units, it's the number of perks. So I've been complaining about very overpowered skirmishers. It has nothing to do with the size of the units. At Gaines's Mill, the Confederate Army had units that were 1,000 in size, but they only had 1 unit perk, so they weren't very good. They got wiped out. They did nothing. In other battles, I faced skirmishers that had 2 perks, and they were able to inflict losses, but they weren't OP. Units like this, 324 with 3 perks, that's what makes them OP. It's that 3rd perk. It also makes cav OP, it makes artillery OP. It's that 3rd perk. And I don't care really if infantry has 3 perks. Look, this guy coming in with 1,000 men, 3 perks, don't care. It's that skirmisher with 3 perks that is just overpowered. So I finally did cap the skirmishers at 350. None of his units are none of them are at 350, so it didn't affect this battle. But again, it's not like if these were 1-star skirmishers, they could be 1,000, wouldn't care. And the guy across the river is 2-star, so that's perfectly good for, I'd say, Major General. His 3-star unit, I'm having the whole world fire at that guy because he's just the most powerful unit on the battlefield by far. It's not even close. Now, his infantry unit's very good, there's no question about it, with 3-star, and he has several 3-star infantry units here. But I don't care. It's his artillery, his cav, and most of all his skirmishers. So here he's charging 3-star, don't care. I'm going to take his head off. I know I'm going to take his head off. I'm going to get an infantry up. I'm falling back to give my artillery more time to fire into him. But even my Napoleon just routed him. So we're going to charge. My 1-star unit's now going to get on top of him. The Lorenz I ran up gets a shot. The Sharps gets a shot. The skirmisher, my skirmisher. And everybody's just pounding on this guy. And it's great. Not worried about him at all. Infantry and artillery together can do quite a job on him. So what I recommend for Major General is that the ratio of 2-star and 3-star, well, for each class, it should never be all 3-star. That's legendary difficulty. Everybody's 3-star. I would say no 3-star skirmishers, cav, artillery, the support units on Major General. Have them top out at 2-star. Done. Infantry, some mixture of 2-star and 3-star as the campaign progresses, but never 100% 3-star infantry. That's legendary. Legendary, every unit you face is 3-star and oversized. Perfectly fine with that. But Major General, it's all about the perks. It's not the size of the army you face, it's the perks that the units have that make a huge difference in difficulty. And on Major General, I don't think we should see 3-star skirmishers. And I think Major General and Legendary should be different experiences. Like, I'm talking through all this because I'm spending time moving my artillery around and there's nothing much happening. We've been 30 minutes into this and very little has taken place by design. So I see 3 artillery units to the right, so now I'm moving my long-range guns to the right. And I moved my skirmishers from the center of the map. I was going to move my sniper on the far right, also to the left side of the map, the south side, but I think he might be the one giving me visibility of these 3. That unit has 2 spotting perks, and he might be giving me visibility of these 3 artillery. Now, unfortunately, it's 1848 hours, almost 1900 hours. It's very late in the evening. Every minute I'm going to have decreasing visibility, and it's going to be increasingly hard to see enemy units. I don't think spotting has been worked out quite how it perhaps it makes sense. Okay. Especially, I encountered this at Second Bull Run too. as it gets later and later in the evening, it's more difficult to see things. Also, your screen gets darker for some reason. That's an irritating mechanic because of some people have darker computer screens and darker rooms than other people. But I don't know. Guess I'm gonna have to figure out a way to turn the gamma up on the game so that these late evening battles I can actually see the units. You'll see what I'm talking about. The screen gets really dark. So, yeah, I think I've broken the code on this. The thing that makes units incredibly powerful in the JMP mod is perks. It's not unit size. And adjusting the difficulty between Major General and Legendary is all about what perks do units have. The other thing, you could make Brigadier General actually a very interesting game for new players by adjusting the perks that units have. I think, if I remember correctly, I faced mostly 1-star units. If you, as the campaign goes on, you're facing 1- and 2-star units, and then say after Second Bull Run, you're facing half of the units are 2-star and half are 1-star, you would actually have a pretty fun campaign on Brigadier General. Okay, my detached skirmishers in the woods are hidden, and I don't want them firing because they'll give away their position, they'll get shot, then they'll fall back, then I'll lose visibility. So yeah, you can see how I'm struggling just to get visibility on his artillery. This is one of the things that makes this battle difficult, is just being able to see. Yeah, this is good. The 3-star units should be smaller. That makes sense. And facing 3-star units here also makes perfect sense. But not all 3-star units on Major General. Some. Yeah, I dismount the Frank Wesson. I also have the Sharps, which fires very fast. I want my Maynard to get spotting on the enemy, get visibility of his artillery. So I think we're going to take his unit of 82 out, make sure everybody's still firing at it. Frank Wesson unloads. Should kill him. And he's gone. Okay. Yeah, there's Branch, and I can see him, his artillery near the victory location, but he's moving to a forward position. That works for me. My 20-pound Parrots are to the south, and in a moment all his artillery is going to be to the north, so I'm going to have to move the 20-pound Parrots to the north. His 3-star infantry in the woods could be irritating, but I'm hitting him from all sides, and I also have a ton of artillery support. So he's going to rout out of there. Yeah, visibility on this map is terrible. Yeah, you can see he has, what, 3 batteries, I think, to the north that I can see. I think those are the only batteries he has. The one in the near the victory location move forward. Then he has 2 others in the far north. He has an infantry that's moving into the woods. I'm going to lose visibility on him, so I'm getting the Frank Wessons the heck out of there. because I don't know where he's going to go. And I don't want him charging down my cav or my sharps skirmisher. So the 20-pound parrots are now moving to the north. They'll find somebody to kill. I should have had my long-range guns firing on the long-range targets and let the 20Ps come up and then hit. My 20Ps can actually hit the unit that's closest plus the unit that's almost long distance. The guy who's in the woods, but not the furthest north, that's the guy I should have been targeting, because as it gets darker, I'm going to lose visibility of that guy. And eventually my cav is going to go around and see the guy who's on the road to the far north, if that makes sense. So, hindsight, the guy in the woods is going to disappear. The guy by the observation point, he's going to remain visible. Now, I'm in the woods, he's in the open. This is fine. And just keep moving the horse artillery forward. He'll keep routing. Okay, we now have visibility of this guy. Keep my cav, my Frank Wesson on his flank. My sharps can exchange shots with him because my sharps is in the woods. He'll do very well, and I have an infantry firing into him, and he goes invisible. So yeah, this is not working in a way that is ideal, let's say. So my Frank Wesson should be, I'm sure, is dismounted, so he's going to do fine. We took a couple light knocks, but we're tearing this guy up. The Frank Wesson fires fast, does a good job. Yeah, now the Maynard is getting some shots, and he goes invisible. Incredibly interesting. Yeah, my 20-pound parrots get there, and the guy who was on the observation point is dead, I think. So now they're going to have a hard time hitting the guy who's far away, and as he gets closer, he's going to disappear. I'm not going to be able to see him. He still has a pretty good-sized army in the woods. I had wanted to move all the people on the Union right to the south and then up to the victory point. I needed to get them moving a while ago if I was going to do that, but I decided to leave those infantry units and detached skirmishers there so my artillery could stay in the north on the right and keep getting shots on his artillery. I don't know if I would have done that if I knew how dark it was going to get and how he was going to go invisible right about now. So I've had two units that have been walking up the hill and on the road for a while. There's Trimble. King. I have a 24H coming up on the road, and then there's another infantry unit coming on the road. So these guys have done a long walk. Hopefully they're grinding a little condition. Yeah, this is what Major General should be. 1-star, 2-star, and some 3-star infantry nice balance. I'm sure on Legendary that they're all 3 stars. But again, it doesn't matter that much for infantry. As long as you can, as long as you have the numbers where you can hit him with infantry and artillery and combined arms, you're fine. Okay, this is pretty good. So I have the 12 Whitworth, the Siege, and the 2 20-pound Parrots can actually hit this guy when I get them moved into the right spot. And I can see the smaller unit of 281, but he's going to go invisible again. And he goes invisible as soon as the Frank Wesson falls back. And the Frank Wesson has to fall back. There's just too much over there. So we're going to try to kill Lee. We've taken the victory location. As far as I'm concerned, we've done enough at this point. So it's 8 minutes in the battle, 13 minutes contested timer. If it's over at that point, I don't know if I could have. I think you get an extra 30 minutes if you don't take the flag, so I don't think I needed to take the flag anywhere near this soon. I think I could have waited another 30 minutes, I'm not sure. But I don't really care. We've done enough. I have a 24H there. I have plenty of infantry. We're going to pop this guy. He has no chance of winning that. He has a little 3-star unit. We're going to kill him. Would have liked to have killed his artillery. Just going to move some infantry forward, maybe get a few more shots. We got a capture, that's good. So I mounted up my cav and we're getting out of there. Take another shot on this guy. See if Lane can pull this guy into the open. And he's not in cover, and we're just going to charge him and kill him. Yeah, have everybody run forward, get a few more shots on the enemy. And it's over. So 6, 7, 8, almost 9,000, I think. And I have 900. So got out of it without too many losses. This can be really bloody. So the Siege, the Whitworth, 220Ps, the James, 24 Howitzer, a couple of Ren's units. Yeah, everybody's doing great. The Sharps, I really like the Sharps, does very well. The Napoleon 24H did nothing. The 2-star 3-inch did nothing. These infantry did very little. But his two highest killers were artillery. His skirmishers were ineffective. Yeah, that's great. That's a good outcome. McClellan got his 3rd star and got a promotion. He had Lorenz's, D, N, and C. Tyler's, 12-pound Napoleons, 10-pound Parrots, 24 howitzers. $669 additional. I now have 20,000 troops. And they have 23 efficiency. Okay, the army looks really good. I will go in with units of 2,000 into Antietam. These units all look good. This guy did not get his 3rd perk, but he's close. This guy's close. Yeah, the army looks really good. Yeah, raw recruits this good. There's no effect to my 1-star units, and that's terrific. Get all of my infantry to 1-star and then just be able to just pump raw recruits into these units. Okay, he got 8,300 experienced troops and 19,000. So he's 70 to 75. So he went up quite a bit. He went up 20 to 25,000. Training still at 50, armory at 38. Okay, he has 80,000. I have 87 plus 20 more. I'll have 107,000. He'll probably go up. I don't know how much he'll go up. But I have almost 90,000 to 80,000. That's pretty good. $20,000 men to put in the army, $400,000. We don't need anything here. I've already purchased most of the weapons I want, except for 61s. I have all brigadier generals or better in all 4 corps, except for the one. There's one very good colonel that's very close to being a general. So we have 4 corps already staffed up with their officers. And I have 2 very good colonels to put into 5th Corps when I go to 5th Corps. Yeah, I want these. $200,000. I already purchased the good guns, but I really want the Napoleons and the 3-inch. Oh, I thought I picked up the Maynards. Maynards, Frank Wessons. Yeah, I already picked up all of these. Yeah, I want to create a bunch, several more skirmisher units for scouting. Cav, we definitely want more Cav units. And I intend to make those and some artillery units out of a 2-star infantry. Oh, there's another battery of 24H. Half a battery of 20Ps. I purchased those two kernels. And I could buy those two, but I don't think I need them. I don't know if I'm going to go into training or into Army organization and just take it to 10. So 25 reputation. That'll take me, yeah, 93. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you at Antietam.